Okay, this is your science teacher, Mr. Zhang. So today we'll proceed to the chapter 5 of your Form 2 science curriculum, and which is astronomy. Well, when we're talking about astronomy, first of all, we have to know where are we. So we are in the solar system, as you can see, right here. Okay, solar system. So first of all, in fact, solar system was formed long time ago, around 4.6 billion years ago. So in Chinese, that would be 46億年之前. Okay, and in this solar system, in fact, it consists of three types of planet. So some scientists consider only two types. But right now we just break it down into three types first. So the first type, they are the rocky planet or terrestrial planet. Okay, so this word terrestrial, basically in Latin means earth. Okay, for example, terrestrial plants, we're talking about the plants on the earth. So basically you can tell from the name, rocky planet or terrestrial planet means that rock mean rocks. Okay, so these planets, they consist of mainly rocks and metals. So for example, the Mercury, the Venus, the Earth, and Mars. Okay, so here we are, all these four. So Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Okay, so the next type of planet would be called the gas giant. Okay, whenever you see the word giant, basically means that very big. Okay, so in our solar system, there's there is four giant in terms of planet. Okay, so the first type we're talking about are gas giants. Okay, they are the Jupiter and Saturn. Okay, so why would you call them as gas giant? First of all, it is big, that's why giant. Why gas? Okay, because they are mainly consist of hydrogen and helium, which is around 90% of their building blocks. They are hydrogen and helium. Okay, so this is Jupiter and this is Saturn. Okay, and the last type, ice giant. Okay, well, some scientists consider these two as gas giant as well, but later you know why they consider. I just have this classification. Okay, so ice giant, well, not only contain hydrogen and helium, but however they also contain something more heavier than hydrogen and helium. For example, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, sulfur. Okay, so they are the Uranus and Neptune. Okay, Uranus and Neptune. So why we break them into gas giant and ice giant? Well, basically because although ice giant also contain hydrogen and helium, but the amount is not that much. Only around 20% of them they are hydrogen and helium, which when you're going to compare this, which is a significant different, you can tell they are distinct, that they're really different from each other. Okay, so by the way, as you can see in the graph right here, so you can see that in fact not only Saturn but also Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, they also have their ring. Okay, can you see this beautiful ring? Okay, so not only Saturn but also in fact the four giant, they also have their ring system. Okay, so if we look this graph carefully, so just a moment. Okay, so you can see there's something special in between the Mars and the Jupiter. So this is a astro asteroid belt. Okay, asteroid belt. So in Chinese called 小行星带. So as you tell from the name, there are some rocks, some ice. So which in fact some scientists did suspect that there was a planet right here, but just because of the gravitational pull by the sun and by the Jupiter, which eventually tear off the planet. Okay, tear off the planet. That's why they break it down in so small pieces. And also, some scientists propose that, well, in fact, this is just some remainings that they were originally need to be formed into the other planets, like this could be some part of Mars, part of the Earth, part of the Mercury, or part of the Jupiter. However, because of the gravitational influence by the Jupiter, okay, so eventually that's why these rocks are remaining here, floating. Okay, so asteroid belts, and the other thing here, so another belt. You can consider this is a larger asteroid belt because Kuiper belt. Kuiper belt. Okay, so similar to asteroid belt. So I wonder if you remember there's a planet called Pluto. Okay, it was in fact around this region. Okay, around this region. And there's one more particular region called the clouds, which was proposed by scientists, which is much far away from the solar system, and which consists of a lot of small rocks, ice, somehow like that. So they could be as a reservoir, and eventually the rocks could be attracted into the sun, and then being destroyed by the sun and whatever. Anyway, so this is the basic idea of a solar system. Okay. Okay, there's some mistake that I have to erase. Okay, so it should be Kuiper. Okay, Kuiper belt. Okay, and also some more thing that I would like to add, that is ice giant. Okay, ice giant. So why is ice? Because on that type of planet, most of them contain methane, water, and ammonia. But because of the temperature is too low, all of this, in fact, they exist they can be found in the ice, in the solid form. They're too cold. Okay, so that's why called the ice giant. And one more thing I would like to add is that okay, right here. So the distance between the sun and the Earth is around 150 million kilometer. Okay, so we call this as one astronomical unit. And we call it 1 AU in short form. Okay, just give you a very brief idea. Okay, so the distance between the Earth and the Sun, there's 1 AU. Okay, 1 AU. While the distance between the Sun and the Neptune and I just have a very okay. Excuse me. Okay, so let's assume. Okay, this is around 30 AU. Just let you have a brief idea of how large is our solar system. Okay. So this is our brief introduction of solar system. Okay. So this graph is for you to have a glance about the satellite of each planet. Well, for the satellite of our Earth, which is the moon here, the moon, our natural satellite. Well, in terms of well, in fact, not every planet they have their own satellite. So some planet like Mercury and Venus they do not have, while the Jupiter and Saturn they have a lot of satellites. So they have their own system. Okay.